back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher. And for those of you who don't know and just randomly decided to click on my video, this video for whatever reason, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher. Thank you for stopping by. So, I mean, obviously you guys saw the title, and you guys know by now that I'm not one for, like, clickbait titles and like, oh, I'm gonna put this in the title just to get people to click on whatever. Like, my titles are very straightforward. Topher reacts to this, Topher reacts to that, Topher reacts to that. So that being said, you guys can probably put two and two together and kind of figure out what this video is about. So I just want to address it publicly like I tend to do normally. But basically, this is the one and only instance where I've done some sort of clickbait title because I just needed you guys to watch my fucking video. I'm tired of making these channel update videos and having like a few hundred people watch them just to then go and ask me questions in the comment section of other videos. Like, oh, when are you going to react to this? When are you going to react to this? Blah, 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 blah. And like, I've just gotten to the point where I've stopped answering them and I just copy the link to my last channel update video and paste it in that as a response to the comics. I'm like, I'm not going to keep repeating myself over and over and over again. So yes, this is the one and only time I've done some sort of clickbait title along the lines of I'm saying goodbye and, you know, thanks for the support. Although it's not 100% clickbait. It's just not what you'd think it is. So yes, I am saying goodbye to something. Those of you who've been with me long enough know that I am a very, very busy man. So outside of YouTube, I work at a billion jobs, but in actuality, I've maintained 4 jobs simultaneously throughout the last like 3 or 4 years. And that's outside of like YouTube and being a performer and whatnot. I've just maintained 4 separate jobs, and it's been fun. It's been a fun, dandy time. Somehow through black magic, I managed to record videos and get things uploaded and all that kind of stuff, and you know, whatever. But basically, in a nutshell, I am saying goodbye. I'm saying goodbye to one of my jobs, which I'm super duper happy about. For the last 3 or 4 years, I've worked overnights at Michael's craft store, one nearby me, part of the replenishment team, so responsible for resetting the stores, restaging the stores, unloading the trucks that get delivered every week, stocking the merchandise, down stocking this, that, the other, all kinds of stuff. All that happens before the store opens. So I've spent the last 3 or 4 years multiple times a week getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning so I can be there by 3 o'clock in the morning, and then leave straight from there to go straight to another job in like, you know, 16-17 hour work days, which is nothing uncommon. There are lots of people who work many hours, but yes, so that's just one thing that I've done for a while now. But this week, as of recording this, will be my last week at Michael's. I put in my notice about a month ago, and I'm super duper excited. I'm super duper happy because A, that will free up some time for me to either sleep at night instead of, you know, running on 2.5, 3 hours of sleep multiple nights in a row until I just finally crash at the end of the week. Or, you know, also give me more time to just have stuff for me. Like I've mentioned in past reaction videos or past channel update videos, I want to get back into the gym. There are projects around the house that I want to get done. I have a pool that I don't go into very often, so I'd like to spend some time there. There's some gardening, landscaping stuff that I'd like to take care of. Like, all kinds of things that I want to take care of, but I just haven't had the time to. But so hopefully now I'll have a little bit more free time to focus on that, as well as some more time to dedicate to the channel, because let's be honest, I'm always going to dedicate an abundance of my free time to this channel because I love the stuff that happens here. I love y'all. But one of the reasons that I'm able to finally make this break from Michael's is due to the amazing support from you guys, which is the other half of my title here. So I'm saying goodbye to Michael's, and I'm saying thank you to you guys for your support, which has enabled me to say goodbye to Michael's. Whether it's been the people over on Patreon who have, you know, supported me on a monthly basis, or, you know, people who've come in for like 1 month and then stepped out, or, you know, whatever it may be, people who supported me over on Patreon, thank you. People who just watched the videos here on YouTube. So from the combination of like my Patreon support and YouTube ad revenue, which I'm still not making an abundance of money from YouTube ad revenue, but still, the two things together have simultaneously made up enough extra income for me to help pay down bills that now I don't have nearly as many bills to pay down, so I no longer need that extra job. I still have the other 3 jobs I'm working, but I no longer need that job, so I no longer need to subject myself to waking up super duper early at the ass crack before dawn to do this work and then, you know, continue on with the work day at job 2, 3, 4, whatever. So yeah, I just want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. For anybody who's supported me over on Patreon in the past and no longer does. For anybody who supported me from the beginning, because I've got a couple people who've been there from the beginning of my Patreon and still are here. People who, you know, jumped in for like a week or like a month or something and then jumped out and did like a one-time payment. People who are new subscribers, just to anybody who in any way, shape, or form has subscribed to my Patreon, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for just supporting me, because like I've mentioned so many times over, my Patreon's free. Like, I use Patreon like as another place to hold my videos that get blocked on YouTube. So anytime something like, especially with like my series that I react to, whenever they get blocked on YouTube, I throw them up on Patreon, but I make it open to the public. So you don't have to sign up for anything. I don't even think you have to make a Patreon account. Then you just click the link that I have there and it'll jump you over there, and then boom, you can watch it for free. With the exception, I think, one video that I have up there, which I probably could make it free at this point. I don't know. When I reacted to the Hello Stranger movie back when it first came out, I locked it behind a paywall because, well, it was just coming out and I didn't want to, you know, put that out there for free and cost the production company any kind of money. People just watching the movie for free through my reaction versus going to actually pay for the movie and whatnot. But yeah, I think that's the only video that's ever been locked behind a paywall. Everything else has been 100% free and open, so anybody who has supported me has done so out of the kindness of their heart. And again, I'm just super duper thankful for all of you past, present, future supporters. Just thank you. And then again, to people who just consistently watch the channel, people who like, comment, share the links on various social media websites and whatnot. Just thank you, because you're helping to spread things around and getting more people to come view. The more people who come view, potentially is the more ad revenue that I get to make if I'm able to monetize the video. I'm not always able to monetize the video, but that's the joys of being a, you know, YouTube reactor. But yes, just thank you so much for all of your support and for just help me not have to work at the ass crack of dawn anymore. I'm hoping to never have to do that again. It was something that I did because I needed to do it. You know, we do what we got to do to survive, but now I'm in a place where I no longer need that. So just thank you. But as far as things on the channel go, I guess there's only 2 real major updates that I have. One is with the series that I'm going to be reacting to, and then one is with my next themed week. So first with the series that I'm reacting to, if you saw my channel update video for February 2022, you saw the laundry list of series that I said that I wanted to start because I was a crazy person and was like, you know what, I'm going to pick the shortest month of the year to start the most series ever. So I think with the exception of one series, I got to everything that was on my list. So I finished out Mr. Cinderella, and I'm still continuing through Lovely Writer. I started We Best Love, Tarn Type, Manner of Death, My Beautiful Man, 3 Will Be Free, and Dark Blue Kiss. So that's, 8 series. And there was only 1.5 series that were on my list that I didn't get to. So I'm planned to also dive into the prequel to the novelist / the pornographer that I reacted to a couple months back, but I didn't get around to that this month, so it'll just be on my list for next month. And I said that if I had the time, I would dive into something in my room, but I didn't dive into it. But then I also dived into another series that I wasn't planning on diving into yet. I dived into Cutie Pie, the series. If you saw my reaction to episode 1, one of my patrons wrote me a very kind, heartfelt note over on Patreon, and just explained his situation and how everything, there's craziness in the world, blah, 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 and asked if I would react to it. So I was like, okay, well, I can't say no to this. So that's 9 series that I jumped into or reacted through this month. So moving into March, my plan is I'm not going to react to all of those 9 series at once because that is craziness and my brain can't track that many stories. So the story or the series that I'm going to continue on first, I'm going to continue through Lovely Writer because I'm already too deep into that, and I think we've only got like a handful of episodes left. So I'm going to continue through Lovely Writer. I'm going to continue through We Best Love. I'm going to continue through Manner of Death, and I am going to continue through... Rainbow Prince. I've been doing that's 10 series. I've been doing Rainbow Prince too because that's ongoing live right now. And then I've also been doing My Day, but that's over on Synergist channel, who you should be following. So technically I've been reacting to 11 series this month, but one of them is not on my channel. So I've reacted to 10 series this month on my channel, 11 in total. Jesus, I'm crazy. I'm a psychopath. But yeah, so continuing through March, I'm going to continue We Best Love, Lovely Writer, Manner of Death, and Rainbow Prince. And then as far as the other series that were on my list that I already spoke about, I'm going to get through series first, and then I'll add new series to the thing. So like, I think right now... Oh, and History 2. That was also on my list. 12 series this month. All right, that's the other one. I just finished recording a reaction to it too. I don't know why it escaped my mind, but yes, 12 series this month. So the series that I plan to continue on through into March first is History 2, Right or Wrong, Lovely Writer, We Best Love, Manner of Death, and Rainbow Prince. So those 5 are the 5 that I'm going to start March off with. And then as I finish those 5, I'll add series from the rest of my list. So I think History 2, I've already recorded reactions to all 5 of those in this recording session before I recorded this video. So History 2, we've only got 2 episodes left, so that will be done relatively easily. Which will open up spot for one of the other 700 that I've got on the list already. Lovely Rider, I think we only have like 5 episodes left, so that should be done probably some way midway through the month, maybe towards the end of the month. We Best Love is another shorter one. I think that one's only got a handful of episodes, and the episodes are relatively short, so that should be done within a couple of weeks as well. So by like the second week of March, the majority of these that I'm starting out, and then Rainbow Prince only has a couple of episodes left too. So the majority of these should be done by like midway through March, which then I'll transition into the other series, the Tarn Type, the 3 Will Be Free, Dark Blue Kiss, My Beautiful Man, Cutie Pie, and the prequel to Pornographer, which I'll get into at some point. So yeah. Those are my series. Those are the ones that I'm reacting to now. Those are the ones that I'll be reacting to beginning of March, and then that's my plan for how March will go. And then the other thing is my themed music week, because as you guys have seen, throughout the last few months, I like to have little themes. Sometimes it's a BL music week. Sometimes it's a boy band music week. Sometimes it's this, that, and the other. So I don't know what the theme for this month's week is going to be, but I would like your opinions. So I'm going to have a poll up on the community tab of my channel with the themed weeks that I've used in the past, and you guys can vote and let me know. So the themed week will happen the second week of March because my work calendar is lighter that week. So I'll have more time to record and edit the second week in March. So the options will be, themes I've done before. So BL Music Week. We could do a boy band week. We can do a revisit week where I revisit artists who I haven't, touched on in a while on the channel. So like your Lara Fabians, your Gabriel Enriquez, your Pablo Vittar, Harry Styles, just, any artist that I've reacted to in the past that I just haven't reacted to in a while. So that's my revisit week. Then we've had Filipino Appreciation Week. We can do another Filipino themed week. And then we had our Kelly Clarkson themed week, so we can have another Kelly Clarkson themed week. Yeah, so you guys can sound off in well, the poll preferably. You can sound off in the comment section too if you want, but I'm just going to take my results straight from the poll, and I'll look at it when the week is over, and then I'll start recording. So we'll see. But yeah, those are really my big takeaways for the month of February. Just thank you again for your never-ending support. You guys are amazing. I love you all. Thank you for enabling me to get to a point where I don't need to work round the clock. And then the series that I mentioned and the themed week that I mentioned. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. And go follow Synergic because he's amazing. Yeah. So I'm gonna get back to recording. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Love ya. Mwah. And before you guys go, a shout out to my amazing patrons. I can't begin to express how thankful I am for your support. And if you guys would like to join us over on Patreon, the link is down in the description. I love you guys.